What is going on, YouTube? It's Tyler from Mission VR, where it's my mission to bring you guys good quality VR content. So today, December 22nd, the Steam Winter Sale started, which is a day we've all been looking forward to all year because there's a ton of games on sale, and especially VR. There's so many VR games that are on sale right now, so if you've been waiting to pick up that one special title, now is the time to do so. That being said, this list is not going to consist of the most mainstream games you can get. If you have to ask me at this point whether or not you should buy Half-Life Alyx, I'm not even sure you're paying attention or are really a VR gamer. This list is going to consist of some hidden gem games that really, if you already have a lot of the mainstream titles and you're looking for a VR game that's going to occupy you for a decent amount of time with some decent content for a relatively low price on the sale, this is going to be a list for you. And all these games are going to be under $20, with the exception of one, which is right at the $20 mark. So these games are not going to set your wallet back too heavily. With that being said, if I don't mention a game that you found absolutely amazing on this list, definitely leave that in the comment section below. I'm closing in on 4,000 subscribers. I'm having an awesome time bringing you guys the VR content. I appreciate all the comments you guys leave on the videos, and I'm really loving it. I'm just such a VR enthusiast, and seeing the interaction from the community and all the other things going on really just keeps me wanting to bring out more and more videos for you guys. So thank you. I appreciate it. You know, this is going to be a good one for all you that are looking for hidden gem. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel for more VR content, and without further ado, let's hop on into this. Alright guys, and with the first game on this list, it's the only game that is above $20, but not by much. It's $20.99 and it's 30% off the full price right now, and that is Into the Radius, which is a survival horror shooter open world game that just has a lot of things going for it. And if you're into a game where you're going to have to pack the right gear for your journey, plan the journey, you know, use a realistic day and night cycle, scavenge for loot, and just you're gonna have to be prepared to play this game. It's not an easy game. It's challenging. It has a lot of good things going for it. It is a single player title, which I felt was a little bit of a drawback that, you know, definitely could have used some multiplayer here, but overall the game is just fantastic. It's a hidden gem game that you really can't go wrong with purchasing, especially if you're into survival shooter type games, and this game's definitely gonna, you know, prepare you for that. There's a lot of good things that this game has going for it, but I really prefer the realistic weapons, the physics. You know, there's all kinds of physics things going on in this game where bullets can penetrate, you know, any objects, and on top of that, you know, you do have to take care of your weapons, where if you get them dirty or, you know, they get damaged in a battle, like, you are gonna have to repair them, which is one of the things that, you know, makes this game's replay value so awesome, because you could be in the middle of a run and something like this could happen, which could significantly set your journey back, and you're most likely going to die, which is awesome, and it creates a ton of replay value, as there's definitely a horror atmosphere going on, a nice story, and just overall, the game has a lot of things going for it. And if you're looking for a game that you're going to be able to get probably at least 15, maybe 20 hours out of, you know, for a pretty good price, this is an awesome title to pick up. Alright guys, and with the next pick on this list, we have Karnage Chronicles, which is a VR RPG adventure dungeon crawler-esque type game that allows you to play with up to 4 friends, well, 4 players in a party, so really up to 3 friends. But overall, it has multiplayer, or you could play single player, and there's actually a fairly large amount of content in this game, as it's been released for a while, but they've been constantly adding new and upgrading features to the game for years now. So the game fully released as version 1.0 this July, so there's a ton of things to do in the full game now, and they are still supporting it post-launch. And currently right now the game is $12.50 on Steam, so it's only $12.50. It's 50% off. It's a great buy if you're looking for an RPG experience that you can play with other friends and just have a ton of fun. There's a lot of good things going for this game. You know, you have all kinds of different locomotion options, a unique inventory system. You can get loot, randomized loot, wear gear. There's just a lot of things. Everything you would expect from a RPG game, you're going to be able to experience in this game. And some of the environments are just, honestly, they're just beautiful, and they really do immerse you into the game. And some of the buying mechanics, it feels like a good overall RPG experience, and especially if you're looking to play with friends, you're going to enjoy this game dramatically, and there's several different play styles of it. So for the price tag of $12.50 and the ability to play with friends with scaling difficulty, I would say that this is absolutely a hidden gem that if you're looking for an RPG that you should pick up immediately. Alright, and with the next game on this list, we're going to shift gears a little bit and go from, less gritty, less fantasy to space. And we're going to talk about Battle Group VR, which is currently right now $17.49. It's 30% off, and it's one of the best titles and one of the most surprising titles that I've played this year. If you are looking to be a starship commander, on the bridge of a starship, commanding your fleet, this game is going to appeal to you majorly. If you always have had the fantasy of, controlling a Star Destroyer, and make no bones about it, you can, because the game offers mods, and some of the modded ships can be Star Wars ships, so you can sit at the bridge of a Star Destroyer and command your other Star Destroyer fleets into combat, and it is a blast doing so. It's really a cool experience to stand there at the bridge and watch as your fleet unloads an entire arsenal onto an enemy fleet. This game has hours worth of content. The main campaign itself actually took me a long time. I think it was about 17 hours to complete. Now, of course, I had some things happen to me where I lost my entire fleet, and the way the game is kind of set up is, you go through the levels, and every time you back out, you lose progress in one level, and if you lose your entire fleet, obviously you have to start from the ground up. So definitely some replay mechanics available. They've added a conquest mode, which is pretty awesome, and there's a scenario editor in the game, which allows you to create your own scenarios with modded ships. Everything from Halo ships to Star Wars ships is there. It's overall just a really excellent title, and if you're looking to command a fleet from the bridge and watch as the firefight unfolds in front of you in space, this game is going to appeal to you. And again, for the price tag of only $17, you're going to really enjoy and have a ton of hours. You're going to at least get 1 hour for every dollar you spent in this game, which is a really good rule of thumb. If you can get 17 hours out of a game for $17, that's pretty good. And I'll be honest with you, you could probably get upwards to 20 to 25. And if you really like these type of games, you're going to be able to have endless replay value in it. Alright guys, and with the next pick on this list, we have a game that quite frankly is a huge surprise and was very surprising to a lot of people, and hence that's why the Steam reviews say overwhelmingly positive, and that is Jet Island. And Jet Island is just a game that really surprised a lot of people, and that's why it is overwhelmingly positive, because nobody, I guess, expected this game to capture you the way it does. And in this game, you're going to be on your hoverboard with two I guess I call them jetpacks on your hands, and you're going to be flying around this open world at ludicrous speeds, going off jumps, flying up in the air, swinging from buildings, swinging from ruins, using tools to defeat giant monsters. It's overall just a really fantastic video game, and for the price of $12.99, it's 35% off right now at the Steam sale. You're going to really get your money's worth out of this game. And one of the best things that I found about this game is that you're able to play with friends and race them and see who can go faster and take down bosses together is really the highlights of this game. And it's just, again, it's a game that you look at the trailers and you look at what the game's about and you say, I'm not sure if that game's going to be for me. It's, not really my style, but then you hop in and you just have a blast playing. It's one of those games you come back to over and over again because you just want to feel that feeling of flying and, going as fast as you can on this hoverboard around the world, as we wait for real hoverboards in real life. So definitely want to check out for only the price of $12.99. I absolutely recommend this game. Alright guys, and with the final pick on this list, we have a game that right now is an absolute steal. It's 60% off for only $8, VR Dungeon Night. This game will not wow you with a trailer. It will not show you the capabilities of this game. The graphics are cartoony at best, absolutely. But for $8, this game has so much. The procedural dungeons, every run is different. You collect loot when you finish a dungeon. There's boss fights in these dungeons. There's a variety, a ton of enemies. There's puzzles you have to figure out. And the best part about it is you're able to play with friends. You're able to co-op dungeon crawl through a procedural dungeon, several difficulty modes with all kinds of different weapons, different play styles, and able to complete these these missions, and you're able to select classes, you're able to get pets. There is just all kinds of things to do in this game for the price of $8, especially if you have friends that are into RPGs and dungeon crawlers. This game is an absolute steal right now. I absolutely recommend picking this game up. You will not regret it. The reviews are very positive on this game because it's just overall a good game. A little bit janky, absolutely, but overall, it's one of those weird niche games that, the graphics don't have to be next gen. The gameplay itself, I wouldn't even say is next gen, but the overall fun factor of this game is just through the roof. And again, for the price of $8, this is an absolute steal. I wish I would have bought it for that low. I think I bought it back whenever it was full price. So definitely a great game to pick up. Absolutely recommend it. Well, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. There's a ton of VR games on sale right now, and really, I know there's so many titles that I have on my wish list that are already on sale, and I'm just trying to pick them all up as best as I possibly can. But these 5 games are absolutely amazing hidden gems that you should definitely pick up if you're looking for an obscure VR title. That being said, if I didn't mention a game you've played that's kind of a hidden gem, secret VR game, please do drop that in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to check it out and see maybe about playing it myself. On top of that, make sure you guys do drop a like on this video and subscribe to my channel for further and future VR related content. In the meantime, I will see you guys in the next one.